Hey everybody, welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Boy, did we get some rain yesterday, and we're going to get some more today. We have a low sitting on the state of Florida right now that might be turning into a tropical depression today. There's about a 40% chance last time I looked. So have you ever wondered what to do with all that manure on your homestead? What you're looking at here is bags I have that have yellow potatoes, russet potatoes, and sweet potatoes inside of them. They're old feed bags I used to fill with potatoes. What's inside of them is compost. And I'm showing you an example of what I'm going to be talking about today is how to use your own compost. You'll see leaves, horse manure, dirt, those things, goat manure, chicken manure. So what I'm going to be doing for this is covering up those greens over time, because that's the potatoes and they grow as you cover the greens, but that's a whole nother video. What I'm talking to you about today is the compost that those are living in. Whether it's from your chickens, your goats, or your horses, instead of throwing it away, why not turn it into the best fertilizer for your gardens? Stick around for this because you don't want to miss out. It's literally gold for your gardens. You can sell this stuff too, honestly. People buy it. And it's free byproduct from your animals. Stay tuned to learn how you can compost animal manure at home with no special tools or complicated methods required. Welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch again. We're diving straight into one of the most, this is going to be a straightforward, beginner-friendly ways. Compost manure in your backyard using the waste from your animals. If you're new here, you can do us a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, doesn't cost anything at all. So why compost in the first place? Real talk. It's a fantastic way to turn waste into something useful for your garden. Instead of sending manure to a landfill, composting it can create nutrient-rich organic material that helps your plants thrive. And I'm going to show you kind of what we're working with here. We have our garden over off to the right over there. Mind the mess. Like I said, we had absolute flooding overnight. Literally, and yesterday, so it's a mess right now. So this stuff right here that you're looking at in the horse pasture is compost gold. This stuff, I'm telling you, you dig it right up, it is gold. Animal manure is rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, key nutrients that plants need. But fresh manure, like what you can collect from your goats, horses, chickens, it can actually be too strong for plants and potentially burning them. That's why composting is so important. Over there by that blue bin, you see the piles a little bit higher there. That's actually one of our compost piles. It breaks it helps break down over time. That's why I think that composting is so essential. We're going to get into the how-to though, like with these piles. You'll be surprised at how simple it is. First thing you need, manure. Probably the animals, actually. Doesn't matter if it's chicken, goat, or even horse. We have them all. Take your pick. A lot of people only have chickens, and that's perfectly okay. You can do this with just chicken manure. Like I said in other videos, you don't need a ton of land to do this. So what you do want to do is you want to mix it with carbon-rich materials to keep it balanced. The fresher the manure, the more nitrogen it contains. So it's great for composting, but you want to be mindful of what you're mixing with that too. Things like blueberries are not a big fan at all of compost. So be careful with that, because what it can do, some things like blueberries, it can make it too alkaline. It neutralizes the acidity, and it'll kill your blueberries. So be careful. Blackberries, it's not the case. So it's funny. You really do your research on specific things, specific plants you're going to be using your compost with. You can't just go and dump it on anything, but most things it's okay. Your orchards, it's generally fine. Anyway, let me go back to the animals here. Goat manure, it's relatively dry and easy to handle. It's great for compost. We have lots of goats over here. Shoot, how many goats do we have right now? We have a lot. There's probably 20 goats here. I think we have 14. It's easy to handle, relatively dry for the most part. Chicken manure is very rich in nitrogen, but it can be too hot for plants if you use it fresh. So definitely compost it. Compost piles, again, are essential. Don't just scoop up poop and stick it on your plants. You can kill them that way. Composting is not the same thing as just putting poop on your plants. It's not what it is. Straightforward. Horse manure is generally bulky. Again, I'm going to show you over here. That's all been mashed down over there. It's still a little too fresh. And this particular ring around this tree over there to the right, not so fresh. You can use that stuff over there. Things like straw you want to add, carbon rich materials, leaves, wood chips, shredded papers. I'm looking up here at these trees. This stuff is falling straight into the manure and helping break it down. And I mean, the earthworms over here are magnificent. And if you got earthworms, you have great compost, you have great soil. This organic material like the leaves and stuff, it helps balance out high nitrogen levels in the manure, and it gives you a healthy pile. That stuff right there, you can, on that corner of the barn here, you can put it around your plants, orchards, lemon, you know, you name it. Once you got your manure and your carbon sources, you're ready to create your own compost pile. This is where things get easy. First, make sure you have a dedicated space. This can be a corner of your yard like over here, or a compost bin if you prefer something more contained. You can start by laying down a base of carbon material about 6 to 8 inches thick. It can be straw, leaves, or even some shredded cardboard. Next, you add your layer of manure, okay, about 4 to 6 inches thick on top of that. So you're creating a layering process with your compost. That's what we have over here. Like I said earlier, you're going to try to do like a 3 to 1 or 3 to 3 part, 1 to 3 part carbon to 1 part manure. It helps create a balanced environment for the microbes to break down the manure without it becoming too wet and too dry. Obviously, it looks like a mess here right now because, like I said, we had historical flooding last night. So as you layer, make sure to mix things up a bit to encourage airflow, because you want oxygen to get into your compost pile because it helps speed up the decomposition process. You'll notice that as you start shoveling it out too. You'll notice different levels of decomposing material in your piles. We do this all the time, so we're speaking from lots of experience here. Once your pile is set, maintenance is key. We'll keep an eye on it, turn it every so often, preferably every couple weeks. It keeps things aerated and speeds up the decomposition process. If you got a hot compost pile, you'll start to see, you know, steam coming off of it. This means it's working. You're doing a good job. It's also important to keep your pile moist, but not too wet. Think of it like a damp sponge. If it's too dry, the microbes can't break it down. If it's too wet, it can start to smell and get all slimy and weird. So check the moisture regularly. And if it's too dry, just add a bit of water, okay? If it's too wet, add more carbon materials like straws or leaves. Here's another pro tip I got for you guys. We like to add a little bit of duck water to the compost pile. It's full of nitrogen, helps balance the mix naturally. And again, remember, folks, don't just dump it on anything that's green. Yes, it can help leaves grow, but it depends on what it is. Nitrogen's great for leaves and green, not on blueberries. Remember that. Too much, you can have too much. A little bit's okay. So let me rephrase that. A little bit is fine. Too much of it can absolutely ruin your blueberries. After a few months of your compost pile, right, you'll notice it has started to shrink and darken. A very good sign. It means the material is breaking down. Again, like you saw over there, it's very flat, dark, and a lot of it's mashed down because of the horses too. The pasture goes, and you know, an acre way back there. So this is what finished compost looks like again over there. Like I said, it's crumbly, dark, earthy smelling. Should have a nice rich texture that you can easily spread into your garden beds. When your compost is ready, spread it around your plants to enrich the soil. You can use it as a top dressing or mix it in with your existing soil. Now there's a few common mistakes people make when composting manure. Guys, I'm going to actually show you, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about when I say spread it around your plants. So I'm going to come over here to these pomegranates and show you what I did. So stay with me here for a second. You don't want to use too much manure at once. Remember, a 3 to 1 ratio is fantastic. I'll keep talking while I do this. Stick to it. Too much manure will make the compost pile too hot and can actually kill the beneficial microbes, like I was saying, so that you're trying to cultivate. So I have a little bit in the pot here, and this is a pawpaw. Obviously the leaves need maintenance. Just an example of what it looks like in a pot. This is the pomegranate. This is what I did. It's okay to do this with the pomegranates. Okay, so there's your example. That's what you're going to be doing with all of your whole orchard. The orchard's all the way over there, and I did the exact same thing with it. You just make a ring a few inches high and around on the outside of it, and it's going to break down over time and feed your plants, and they're going to thank you for that. Trust me. Don't neglect your piles, your compost piles. You want to turn it every couple of weeks, like I was saying, to ensure it's decomposing evenly and quickly. Really, you'll end up with a smelly, stagnant pile that just takes forever to break down if you don't turn it every few weeks. So that's key, guys. Really, that's seriously all you got to do. Seriously, that's it. Composting animal manure at home is one of the simplest and most rewarding things you can do for your homestead. I showed you guys, you know, the piles. There's actually multiple process levels over here of compost. You got your animals, you know, that make the composted pile for you. You mix in the organic material with it. Do mostly organic material with some of the compost manure. I'm sorry, with some of the manure. Mix it together, let it sit, mix it again a couple weeks, spread it around your plants, folks. It's very straightforward. Your plants will thank you. Your gardens will love you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know if I missed something. If you got any tips or something you do differently, let me know. It turns waste into a powerful resource for your garden. It's great for the environment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time here at Diamond Trail Ranch.